Welcome to the Jurassic Park Dinosaur. Here we depict some of the dinosaurs you might encounter in our park. We've spared no expense to provide you the most accurate recreations of these prehistoric marvels. Through the modern wonder of genetic engineering, we are able to bring you the sights, sounds, and unique traits of each of the species in Jurassic Park. While you should note that no dinosaur is harmless, he is also not invulnerable. Acrocanthosaurus. The Acrocanthosaurus is a member of the theropod family. The Acrocanthosaurus lived during the early Cretaceous period, 105 to 115 million years ago. The Acrocanthosaurus, or high-spine lizard, named so for the spikes growing out of its spine, was a bipedal carnivore that was roughly 12 meters long and 6 meters tall. It had a large head, 1.5 meters in length, and 68 thin, sharp, serrated teeth. It had long spikes, approximately 43 centimeters, extending from its vertebrae along the neck and tail that seems to have formed a thick, fleshy sail on its back. The Acrocanthosaurus weighed roughly 2,700 kilograms. Giganotasaurus. The Giganotosaurus is the largest member of the theropod family. The Giganotosaurus roamed the Earth during the Cretaceous period, about 100 million years ago. The Giganotosaurus is the largest meat-eating dinosaur ever discovered. It was 14 meters long, 4 meters tall at the hips, and tipped the scales at an incredible 7,250 kilograms. While this made it slightly larger than the Tyrannosaurus rex, the brain of the Giganotosaurus was smaller, only the size of a banana. It was bipedal and had teeth that were 20 centimeters long. Megaraptor. The Megaraptor is a member of the theropod family. The Megaraptor lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 87 million years ago. Megaraptor, which means huge robber, was a fast-moving bipedal carnivore, just like its famous cousin, the Velociraptor. But the Megaraptor, as its name suggests, was much larger. It was about 8 meters long and 4 meters tall. It weighed about 900 to 1,800 kilograms. This lightning-quick, bird-like dinosaur had a 35-centimeter claw on each of its hind legs that could tear into even the thickest hide. These claws, combined with its flexible neck and powerful jaws, made the Megaraptor a virtual killing machine. Tyrannosaurus rex. The Tyrannosaurus rex is a member of the theropod family. The Tyrannosaurus rex roamed the Earth roughly 70 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. The Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the largest carnivores ever to walk the Earth. It could measure up to 14 meters in length and was about 6 meters tall. It could weigh up to 6,350 kilograms. Its enormous hind legs made its tiny arms seem even smaller by comparison. The name of this carnivorous biped means Tyrant Lizard King. Stygimoloch. The Stygimoloch is a member of the Ornithischia order. The Stygimoloch lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 65 to 76 million years ago. The Stygimoloch, which means demon from the river Styx, was a dome-headed bipedal herbivore. At only 2 meters long and 1 meter tall, the Stygimoloch made up for its size with its ferocity. Its name is derived from the dozens of demonic-looking spikes surrounding its dome. Suchomimus turensis. The Suchomimus turensis is a member of the theropod family. The Suchomimus turensis lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 100 million years ago. Suchomimus means crocodile mimic, since the head of this dinosaur strongly resembles that of a crocodile. Turensis refers to a part of the Sahara Desert called Tenere. That's where the fossil of this dinosaur was first discovered in the last years of the 20th century. This bipedal dinosaur, which was 11 meters long and 4 meters tall at the hips, was primarily a fish eater. It weighed in at about 3,600 kilograms. The spiny cell on its back was thought to help regulate its body temperature. Ankylosaurus. The Ankylosaurus was the last of the Ankylosaurids family. It was the largest member of this family. The Ankylosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 65 to 70 million years ago. The Ankylosaurus, or fused lizard, was a heavily armored plant-eating dinosaur measuring about 7 to 10 meters long, 2 meters wide, and a little over 1 meter tall. It weighed in at about 4,500 kilograms. The entire top of its head was protected from carnivores by thick oval plates embedded or fused in its leathery skin, and it even had bony plates as protection for its eyes. Only its underbelly was unplated. Additional protection came in the form of 2 rows of spikes stretched along its body, with large horns projecting from the back of its head, and a dangerous club-like tail. Styracosaurus. The Styracosaurus is a member of the Ceratopian family. The Styracosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 65 to 76 million years ago. The Styracosaurus, or spiked lizard, was a plant-eating quadruped about 5.5 meters long, roughly 2.5 meters tall, and it weighed 1,800 to 2,700 kilograms. It had a large bony frill on the back of its skull. Projecting from this frill were 6 long spikes, which gave the dinosaur its name. It also had a 60-centimeter horn projecting from its nose. Carcharodontosaurus. The Carcharodontosaurus is a member of the theropod family. The Carcharodontosaurus lived during the Cretaceous period, about 100 million years ago. The Carcharodontosaurus means shark-toothed lizard. It was approximately 13.5 meters long, stood 4 meters tall at the hips, and was a heavy 7,250 kilograms. This dinosaur was an extreme meat eater, with serrated teeth nearly 20 centimeters long. It might seem strange that the remains of a carnivorous dinosaur were found in the barren deserts of North Africa. However, during the time that Carcharodontosaurus lived, this African desert was a much greener place, where a large number of animals would have been used as prey. Pachycephalosaurus. The Pachycephalosaurus is a member of the Ornithischia order. The Pachycephalosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 65 to 76 million years ago. The Pachycephalosaurus, or thick-head lizard, was a plant-eating bipedal dome-headed dinosaur, roughly 6 meters long and 3 meters high. It weighed about 1,800 kilograms. Its skull was up to 25 centimeters thick, made of porous, non-rigid bone interlaced with blood vessels housing an especially small brain and large eyes. The Pachycephalosaurus' huge dome was most likely used for butting other animals. Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus is a member of the theropod family. The Spinosaurus appeared on Earth during the Cretaceous period, approximately 110 million years ago. The Spinosaurus, or spiny reptile, was the largest of all the carnosaurs. Its brain was large compared to the size of its body. This biped stretched roughly 10 to 12 meters long, 5 meters tall, and weighed in at about 4,500 kilograms. Its name is derived from the ridge of spines which could rise up to 2 meters from its back. A thin membrane was stretched between the spines, forming a large fan-like structure. This may have helped the Spinosaurus regulate its temperature. Cryolophosaurus. The Cryolophosaurus is a member of the theropod family. The Cryolophosaurus lived in what is now Antarctica during the early Jurassic period, roughly 190 million years ago. The Cryolophosaurus, meaning frozen-crested lizard, was a bipedal meat-eating dinosaur about 6 meters long, 3.5 meters tall, and weighed in at about 1,350 kilograms. The characteristic feature of this dinosaur is the large crest on the top of the skull just above the eyes. The Cryolophosaurus was first discovered during the last decade of the 20th century, and having been so recently discovered, this dinosaur is still much of a mystery. Triceratops. The Triceratops is the most famous member of the Ceratopian family. The Triceratops lived during the late Cretaceous period about 65 to 72 million years ago. The Triceratops, or three-horned dinosaur, was a quadruped herbivore that stretched about 9 meters in length, 3 meters in height, and weighed anywhere from 5,400 to 11,000 kilograms. It had a short, pointed tail, a bulky body, column-like legs with hoof-like claws, and a bony neck frill rimmed with small spikes. Its skull, up to 3 meters long, is one of the largest skulls of any land animal ever discovered, making its head 1/3 as long as its entire body. Albertosaurus. The Albertosaurus is a member of the theropod family. The Albertosaurus was found on Earth 80 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. The Albertosaurus, or Gorgosaurus, was a small early tyrannosaurid. This bipedal carnivore, whose build was slightly smaller than most of its cousins, was 9 meters long, 4 meters tall, and weighed a hefty 2,700 kilograms. It had approximately 15 teeth in its lower jaw and 18 in its upper jaw. Under each of these teeth was at least one spare tooth, which would easily replace any that were lost. The Albertosaurus, or lizard from Alberta, was discovered in Alberta, Canada.